News. I'm CJ Pop. The House Republicans throw the book at DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
Yeas are 214 and the nays are 213. The resolution is adopted.
The vote, 214 to 213. You heard it, sending that impeachment process to the Senate for trial.
Missouri Senator Josh Hawley posting, quote, now it is time for Mayorkas to stand trial and Biden's open border policies with him. But President Biden is slamming the impeachment, saying, quote, history will not look kindly on House Republicans for their blatant act of unconstitutional partisanship that has targeted an honorable public servant.
Fox's Brooke Singlet. Now, he's a congressman again. Democrat Tom Suozzi beats Mazi Pilip in a House special election, replaced disgraced ex-lawmaker George Santos. America is listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
Southern Heritage Bank can help your dreams about a new home come true. And Welcome Home Grant Funds can provide up to $20,000 per home beginning March 1st to assist with closing costs and down payment for low to moderate income home buyers, and up to $25,000 for veterans. Now is the perfect time to pre-qualify for your home loan. Stop by or apply online at southernheritagebank.com/mortgage. It's not every day that you buy a house. Let us help you enjoy the experience. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
From the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, here's your news for Wednesday, February 14th on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. From our news partners at Local 3, the TBI says the man accused of shooting and killing a Blount County Sheriff's deputy during a traffic stop last week is in custody. The Blount County Sheriff's Office says 42-year-old Kenneth Wayne DeHart was found in Knoxville on Tuesday. The TBI says DeHart is accused of shooting and killing Deputy Greg McCowan, 43, during a traffic stop on February 8th. The TBI says DeHart is also accused of shooting Deputy Shelby Edgars, 22, who was treated at a hospital and released. The TBI issued a blue alert for DeHart and placed him on the agency's most wanted list following the incident. DeHart is facing charges of first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. In a follow-up to a story we brought you on Monday from the Chattanooga Times Free Press, we are learning more information about an incident involving a truck driving trainee who shot a fellow employee at the pilot station on Pleasant Grove Road last Friday night. Trainee John Trell Riley, 23, allegedly shot his colleague Jamel Mahuz, 35, over a cell phone dispute. Riley is in custody and is charged with attempted second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Mahuz, initially in critical condition, is recovering. Riley's $250,000 bond was set Monday afternoon. The court affidavit indicates a conflicting account from Riley, who claimed self-defense after a physical altercation. According to court documents, Riley was in possession of multiple loaded magazines and a drum-style magazine with 50 rounds. Riley's next court date is on February 22nd. Early voting starts today and will run through February 27th. Hours for early voting locations will be Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Early voting locations will be closed on Monday, February 19th in observance of President's Day. The early voting locations are OCI The Ramp at 410 Urbane Road Northeast, the Election Commission office at 155 Broad Street Northwest, the Northeast Recreation Center at 264 Berry Street Northeast, and the Bradley County Fire Rescue Training Center at 3715 Dalton Pike Southeast, which is the old Waterville School Gymnasium. You can find a sample ballot at bradleyelections.com. For more on local and state news, visit mymix1041.com, follow us on Facebook, and download our app that sends you instant notifications when news breaks. From Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv, this is Emily Beatty reporting.
This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. They work with the communities and businesses they serve to make sure
there
that
are a
all
lot
forms
of banks.
waste
So
are
what
handled
makes
in
Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology: mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do. Right now at Mermaid Mattress, get Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended mattress in America, starting at only 41 cents a night. But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight?
Fit to continue serving as your district attorney. Thank you, and God bless.
Paid for by the campaign to elect Sherry Taylor, Jerry Estes Treasurer.
President's Day savings are going on now at all Mermaid Mattress locations. You save when you buy from the factory, and now you'll save even more at Mermaid Mattress.
Now, from Local 3 News, it's coverage you can count on.
Good morning. The sunshine comes out today. Expect mostly sunny skies for your terrific Tuesday. It will be a little bit cooler today with highs only in the upper 40s to low 50s and a breeze from the northwest at 10 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear conditions, low temperatures around the freezing mark. And then tomorrow, it will be mostly sunny once again and milder with highs around 60 degrees. Thursday's looking fabulous as well. A nice mix of sun and clouds and a high of 64. Be sure to download our Local 3 weather app. I'm Local Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50.
Well, good morning and happy Valentine's Day, everyone. We are broadcasting live this morning from Scooter's Coffee on Keith Street. As I welcome you in, we're on Mix 104.1. We're on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We're also on MixTV.tv, and Bridget is here. And Bridget, I would say happy Valentine's Day, but I don't mean it.
Don't even say it.
It's
happy Valentine's to all of our wonderful listeners and viewers out there this morning.
That's right. Well, Bridget, we always have a special broadcast on Valentine's morning, and this is truly a special one. We're at Scooter's Coffee on Keith Street.
That's right. Yeah, Claudia Parker already getting us caffeinated this morning, and we certainly appreciate that. But, yeah, it's going to be such a fun morning here at Scooter's Coffee, Keith Street, in front of Leisure Time Bowling.
Claudia, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
We're doing good. Now, the last time we were here was extremely hot. And last summer, I do remember that. I'm holding on to those memories.
It was a little bit warm. Now it's a little bit different. It's a little chilly, but we'll power on through.
And this is a perfect place for that. Let's talk about Scooter's Coffee. Of course, we're here on Keith Street in front of Leisure Time Bowling. What's happening this morning here?
Well, we are, for a limited time until February 17th, we are doing an XOXO Scoot Energy Infusion. That is a pomegranate peach energy infusion with desert pear cold foam, only served as a large, so that's quite the bonus. So scoot on through, grab that up today, and just for a couple more days.
Very, very good. And, of course, you've got all the coffee and all the coffee drinks. And, it's Scooter's Coffee since 1998. But great food here, too. Great breakfast.
Yes, we have lots of popular breakfast options. One of our new options is the omelet egg bites that I was just getting all the caffeine for everybody, and those were selling pretty well. And we also have a chocolate chip muffin that is here through the spring. Hopefully it'll be a core item. People are really loving that.
All right, Bridget, we also have some gifts for some people here this morning.
We do, yeah. Thanks so much to our friends at Flowers and Things. We have some beautiful red roses. And thanks to Perry's Petals, we have some beautiful red and pink carnations that we are giving out single stem. So come on by here, and we'll be glad to give you one of those.
Hey, you want a rose? Yeah, get this. Bridget, get this woman a rose. We may need a little help from the we got anybody else there in the trailer that can help us, too. We are live. Thanks again so much to Austin and to Gideon and our team for their setup here this morning. This is tremendous. Let me so just come on by. We've got roses thanks to Flowers and Things, and they're still taking orders there for Valentine's. We've got also carnations from Perry's Petals. They're also taking your orders for Valentine's. We're also doing something very special, not only this morning, but throughout the day. And that is, we are going to ask for your help. On Valentine's Day, we couldn't think of a better day to do this. I was talking with Corinne Freeman, the executive director of the Caring Place. And I want to bring Claudia Parker into this because you know all about it. The Sack Pack program, which provides, and we have spotlighted and actually raised quite a bit of money over the years for this, but provides a food for children who do not have the food over the weekend. This morning, I wonder if we have listeners and viewers who would like to make a contribution. Let me tell you what Corinne Freeman told me, and she's on her way here right now to Scooter's Coffee. Here's what she told me. So there's about 600 children who get a sack pack from the Caring Place every Friday. This cost about $7 per sack. So you can do the math. So 600 children on average on Friday will receive a sack of food for them to eat over the weekend, and it cost about $7. I wonder if we have some listeners or viewers this morning who would say, you know what, $7, I can do that. I could buy a sack a sack pack, or I could buy more. Claudia, you were a kindergarten teacher for a long, long time.
I was.
And you are very familiar with these
yes,
sack packs.
that benefited a lot of my students. Went home with them. Our guidance counselor, Michelle LaFoy, would bring those around and drop those off for some of my needier children, and they would very quietly go into the backpacks and go home with them. Shelf-stable food so that it doesn't, go bad. Stuff that's easy to eat, stuff that's easy to prepare, like a little cup of mac and cheese or something like that. But it was always comforting to know that those were going home with my kiddos.
So, $7 is the cost of putting these together. This is also, especially with the Caring Place building their new facility, more than budgeted for them. So we need to help them. And if you'd like to help, you can call or text right now. Call the Volunteer Red Pest Mix line at 423-614-6499, or you can text that same number and make a donation. And Bridget, I'm going to bring you back in here too, because she's been handing out roses. Bridget, I'd love to raise, so we're going to do this morning, throughout the day, and this afternoon with Mike Lee, who's filling in for Dwayne. I'd love to raise $5,000 today. Don't you think we could do that?
That's totally doable, yes.
So you multiply that out, and you look at those 600 children. These are our children. We live in one of the most affluent areas in the state of Tennessee, and no child should go hungry. I wonder, will you help us? And you can call or text right now to help us. $7 per sack. Would somebody give $7? Just get us kicked off? It all adds up in the Lord's eyes. 423-614-6499. We could think of no better thing to do than feed children on Valentine's Day.
That's right. That's a great way to share the love today on Valentine's Day.
All right, Bridget, I tell you, before we go to break here, we're on Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, our Simmons Bank celebration list. I'll let you unfreeze your hands for a second.
Yes.
And I'll probably have a few to add there. My mother has been texting me and calling, and she won't. I tried to change my number, but anyway. So here's the deal. We're at Scooter's Coffee on Key Street. We have, we got a bunch of roses and a bunch of carnations. Thanks so much to Flowers and Things and Perry's Petals. They're still taking orders. I'd say they've both been there all night. But anyway, are you ready now? Have I stalled enough time?
Yes. Thank
All
you
right,
for that.
Back over to you, Bridget.
Cindy and Jean Cabrera, they are celebrating their 31st wedding anniversary today. Also, Joe Daft is celebrating a birthday today, a biology professor at Lee University and a favorite of the students. That birthday wish from all of his colleagues and students there at Lee. And then Terry Stanfield is having a birthday today. The birthday wish says, Terry is a longtime friend of our family. Wanted to wish him the best birthday ever. So happy birthday to Terry today. Also just heard from Dwayne Williams. He wants to send a special shout out to his wife this morning. Happy Valentine's Day from Dwayne.
Oh, Lord, wonder what he did.
That is his wife.
That's
Karen.
not good.
Good morning, Dwayne.
Hey, I got a few more for you. And my
right.
stepdad, Larry Taylor's having a birthday this morning. Happy birthday, Larry. Also, our longtime friend, Earl Moats, is having a birthday this morning, a Valentine's birthday. I've known Earl all my life. And then Linda King is having a birthday. That is, we used to call her Buffy King. She married up to Eddie Frazier at Bradley. And Linda, my mother says she's Lucy and Linda is Ethel.
Aww.
Now, I can tell you, Claudia Parker, how the voice text changed the word Ethel in the past. It's happened on 2 occasions. I told my mother that those words were in your phone.
Oh, man.
And you need to consecrate those to the Lord. Anyway, so all of that. Claudia, let's invite people out there. We're going to take a break here.
Absolutely. Come on out and see us at Scooter's Coffee. Grab an XOXO Scoot Energy Infusion.
Oh, wow.
We also have a raspberry mocha or a raspberry white mocha to get you in the Valentine spirit.
Oh, we got some friends responding to the call this morning. Thank you. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance. He is now the president of the BNI Cleveland Connection, which tells you they didn't have anybody else. No, they're donating $100 to the Caring Place to kick us off this morning. $7. $7 is all it cost to pack these sacks. Boy, if you've got $7 this morning, God would bless you for it. And it's feeding children over the weekend. Yeah, we'll go to that in just a second. Bridget, I see you've got some stuff. We need to, start keeping up with this. Cindy Slater, Bradley County Commissioner. Cindy, you were first. You were first, Cindy, $100. Thank you very much. Bridget, what do you got?
Yeah, so getting calls in at the station. Martha and Freddie Dover, $10. Thank you so much. And then Brian Welch, $100. And then you may have mentioned this already, and I missed it. Where do they need to drop the money that they donate?
Corinne can tell us.
Okay.
She's coming in, and the director of the Caring Place, Corinne Freeman, will be here in just a moment. So if you guys can hang out on that. Let's see here. Yeah, Corey, come on by, buddy. I'll just tell you on the air. Corey Lemberg, I'd love for you to come by. Principal of Ocoee Middle, thank you. I just got a text from him. Calls would be hard this morning, so come by. We're at Scooter's Coffee. Will you help us? It's not us. We help these children. We're doing it only today, just today. Can you think of anything better to do on Valentine's Day than feed children? I bet you spent $7 at least on your Valentine. If you didn't, you could find yourself sleeping outside. So anyway, we're at Scooter's Coffee. Come see us. Take a break here at 7:24, Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Hey, come by and get free roses and carnations while they last. See you here at Scooter's. God bless you today.
Okay, you want a
Please.
Okay, what size?
Whatever that.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. And then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Good morning and a very happy Valentine's Day to you. Thank you so much for joining us here on Local 3 News today. As we take a peek outside, it is a cold start to your Valentine's Day. Temperatures for a lot of communities are at or below that freezing mark. Chattanooga just kind of barely hanging on above it at 34 degrees. Now, thankfully, we don't really have much wind this morning. We had some registering at about 3 miles per hour about 15 minutes ago. That has now gone away. We're back down to that 0, so we don't have to worry about the wind chill factor. But certainly when it's this cold, you do want to layer up. You may even have a little bit of frost on your windshield this morning, so mindful of that heading outside for your morning drive. For the kids at the bus stop, of course, they want to have those winter coats on, 34 degrees at 7 a.m. Now, it will be warming up pretty quickly during the morning time hours at 11 o'clock, hitting 49 degrees. For that bus ride home, milder, more comfortable air, so any ball practices after school that are outside, good to go, 62 degrees with the sunshine that we're going to be experiencing throughout the entirety of your Wednesday. Let me take you to this evening if you are heading out for dinner plans, whatever it may be on this Valentine's Day. 62 degrees at 5 p.m. for early dinner. If you're going out at 7 o'clock, it'll be 55. At 9 p.m., a little bit cooler though as it falls back down into the 40s. Clear skies will continue for your evening time hours. So when we take a peek then at our clouds and radar, you can really see what I'm meaning by how it's a quiet start to the day. Nothing even showing up on here. There's a couple of spots of some patchy fog this morning near those river and stream valleys, those waterways, but otherwise it's all about this big blue H high pressure. As that gets closer to our area, it brings us the quiet, the beautiful conditions that we're expecting here in the middle of the week. In fact, zoomed in on Futurecast, there's pretty much nothing even showing up on the map for your Wednesday morning, midday, right into the afternoon and evening time. Overnight, we could see a few clouds after midnight, and as we look ahead to Thursday, tomorrow morning will be cold again in the 30s, and we'll start to have a few clouds that get added to the mix tomorrow, so we'll call tomorrow mostly sunny, but still dry during the daytime. Now, I do want to pause for Thursday evening, and you can see these individual little green specks, mainly from Nashville to Knoxville and up to Johnson City, so closer to I-40 and northward, but possibly clipping into our northern communities. Now, this chance is so low that I don't even have a percentage on the 7-day forecast. A stray sprinkle may be possible, but I think a lot of that's going to evaporate before it even reaches the ground. So let me talk to you about when I do think we can could see some rain chances. So going through the day on Friday, it is still dry, partly sunny skies for your Friday. You get that mix of sun and clouds, that wind coming up from the south with the mild air. It's Friday night that we're going to be watching this cold front. From about 8 p.m. on Friday night to 5 a.m. on Saturday morning, this is going to bring us some rain into our area, generally light rainfall. So not a big deal, but behind it, then colder air. That's why Saturday is going to be a brisk and blustery day ahead. Daytime highs on Saturday only in the 40s. So total rainfall for Friday night to Saturday morning, we're looking at about a trace to 0.4 of an inch. Back to today, sunny skies, a high of 63 degrees. Tonight, a low of 38, and then tomorrow 64 and mostly sunny. 63 on Friday, and again, really those rain showers are Friday night into Saturday morning. Saturday daytime looking dry, but it will be cooler. So 46 for your high, and then 28 by Sunday morning.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable health care for all.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Love is in the air, and Food City has everything you need for a grand romantic gesture. Sweep your Valentine off their feet with thoughtful gifts straight from the heart. This week, hearts will swoon with Cupid's Combo, a dozen premium sleeved roses and a dozen chocolate-covered strawberries, $29.99. A premium rose bouquet, just $19.99, and more Valentine's Day items throughout the store, only at Food City.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
but only at Mermaid Mattress.
Now, from Local 3 News, it's coverage you can count on.
Good morning. The sunshine comes out today. Expect mostly sunny skies for your terrific Tuesday. It will be a little bit cooler today with highs only in the upper 40s to low 50s and a breeze from the northwest at 10 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear conditions, low temperatures around the freezing mark. And then tomorrow, it will be mostly sunny once again and milder with highs around 60 degrees. Thursday's looking fabulous as well. A nice mix of sun and clouds and a high is 64. Be sure to download our Local 3 weather app. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
The Town Squire is your complete men's store with personal service for over 46 years. And they have an excellent shoe department. The Town Squire with Florsham, Johnston & Murphy, Merrill, and SAS. Plus, Larry and his staff excited about the Spring 24 clothing selection. New selections from Peter Ballard, Johnny.
Oh, yes, we are live from Scooter's Coffee, Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone at 7:34. And I'm joined by my longtime friend, Corinne Freeman. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. So, and Ash Wednesday. So, for those
That's
who,
right.
so need to go to St. Luke's later today. So,
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, yeah.
Listen, Corinne, you and I, we got talking about 6 months ago,
Yes.
8 months ago, something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And we said, you know what? I can't think of anything better than to take because we were talking about sack pack.
We were, so
Now,
right around the start of the school
is
year.
that right?
It was.
Around the start
It was right after the school year had started, and we were seeing this need within our community and how the students were there, and we were kind of talking. You've been a long-time supporter of that program and being able to raise that awareness, and so we were mentioning that.
And we said Valentine's Day.
You did, yes, yeah.
And so, you know, the Bible says God is love.
Yes.
This is Love Month.
It is.
And I could not think of a better thing to do, Corinne, than feed children.
Absolutely.
And so for people who are brand new,
okay,
will you go to the top or just from the top about it?
Absolutely, yeah. So, the Caring Place, that's a core component of what we do, is making sure that our neighbors have the food that they need. And around 2012, actually, we realized that there was a lot of children in our community that did not have access to food over the weekend. And that spurred the start of the Sack Pack program. And now today, we are serving, through the Caring Place, we serve all the Bradley County schools, and as well as E.L. Ross Elementary. And the students who are identified there by their school counselors as being at risk of what we call food insecurity, meaning that when they go home, they're not going to be sure that they have enough food to eat over the weekend. Maybe their parents might even have to sacrifice a meal to make sure they've got something to eat. Those students are identified, and then we provide a pack of food. It's about 5 pounds of food that has 6 mini meals, we say. So it's, cereal and some shelf-stable milk. It's a thing of juice and some, snack cakes that are in there. So to be able to kind of say, okay, this is enough to get you through to help supplement your food, to make sure you don't have that fear. And that's really what we hear from the teachers the most, is that it alleviates their worry about those students when they go home, but it also is a comfort to the students so that they know that, hey, I'm not going to have to worry about this over the weekend. I can enjoy just being a kid. And that's what we want. We want to be able to show the love to our students, to our community, by being able to meet those basic needs that they have.
So the first time I heard about this, Jennifer and I we were over at the Caring Place, and I'll be honest with you, I got very emotional. My heritage, if any of you remember the Littlefields and Reverend Emmy Littlefield and my nana, good morning, Cleveland Public Works.
Yeah.
That's what we came out of. My grandmother actually started our food program at Faith Memorial from her porch. Now I'll start crying if I talk a lot about it. I don't want to do that. Yeah. But it means a lot to me to feed children. My papa built the Little People's Church, 1974. So first bus route in the history of this state was done by my grandfather Littlefield. So it means a lot to me personally. So, but what I loved about it when Jennifer and I were over there with you, talking about the Sack Pack program, is just how easy to understand it.
Yep.
So let's give us some numbers. And you text me this morning about it because I asked you. So there's Craig Sluter. Listen, how much to pack a sack?
It is now $7 per pack. So a roundabout. So
inflation's affected it.
Inflation has affected it. So we partner with the Chattanooga Area Food Bank to keep that cost as low as we can.
God bless them.
But it's important to us to make sure that those items are consistent, that they have, as some good protein items in there, some nutritional value. So we've tried to make sure that we've kept that consistency for the kids, and that's just what the cost is now. So food's increased.
And an average of 600 children a weekend. So here's what we're going to do today. So this morning, Corinne, we're here at Scooter's Coffee. You can bring a donation by right here in person. Or you can call us, and I'm going to have Bridget update some pledges in a second. Call 423 on the Volunteer Red Pest Mix line, 423-614-6499. Or you can text that same number. We've had several people do that already. How can they donate online?
So if they want to go online, you can go to thecaringplaceonline.org. And there is a giving link on there that you can donate. We've also posted that link in our Facebook page, and so they can click through there. And you guys, I think, also have it posted on the Mix TV line as well, so you can give online there. And you can just mark that designation sack pack, and we'll make sure it goes straight to that program.
Bridget, I want to get an update from you because I will tell you the first pledge we got, Mark Shepard at B&I, B&I Cleveland, $100. And Mark apparently has grown a heart but not a conscience. So Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance. Also, Bradley County Commissioner Cindy Slater. Thank you very much, $100. Bridget?
Yeah, so we also heard from Nate Tucker, $25 from him. So thank you so much for that, Nate. Let's see, we have also, oh, wow, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. And then we have...
Hang on, she got something for you.
$10 from Silas Randolph, and he wanted to give a shout out to Claudia. He said, "Good morning, Mrs. Parker, best teacher ever, and happy Valentine's Day, Mrs. Parker, Steve, and Bridget." So thank you, Silas.
Thank you, Silas. All right.
All right, and then earlier we also heard from Brian Welch, $100 from him. Thank you so much, Brian. And then Martha and Freddie Dover, $10. Thank you.
Those are $7 for a sack. So, Corinne, we've got a goal today.
We do.
Let's
Yes.
talk about that.
Yeah, so we are hoping to raise $5,000. That's a little more than 1 week worth of supply for our students in Bradley County schools. And to be able to do that helps us to ensure that, new children that have to be enrolled in the program, that they can be enrolled with no problem. We never want our educators to worry if there's going to be that supply. And so we work really hard to make sure that all they need to do is tell us who needs the sack packs, and we're going to get those packs to them. We had a lot of students who are experiencing housing instability. There are a lot of students who are now residing with grandparents or with family members, and we want to just be there to meet that need and to say that, this is one thing you don't have to worry about right now, that we're going to be there for that, and we want to support the educators so that they can worry about teaching. Like, the greatest teachers ever, we have them right here in this community. They're amazing, and we want them to worry about being able to teach those students and prepare them for the future.
Corinne, thank you. Mix 1041, mixtv.tv. We're taking Valentine's Day to do this, show the love to the children. We're at Scooter's Coffee on Key Street. Hey, Robbie Winters, thank you. We've got a crash. You have this, Bridget, at the intersection of Freewell and Candies. Freewell Road and Candies Lane in front of that fire station out there, affecting traffic. So keep that in mind. Again, thank you to Robert Winters. The most informative text he's ever sent. Crash at the intersection of Freewell and Candies Lane. That's the Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol update. I got somebody else. Sonny, thank you very much. Sonny Cluse also sent that in. We appreciate that so very much. Before I do sports quickly, early voting begins today. Fran Green reminds everyone. Early voting. Now, if you vote on the north end, that's the Bradley Square Mall is where you used to go. No longer voting early at Bradley Square. Starts today. You're voting at OCI. That is the Perry Stone Ministry on Urbane Road. Bridget made a kind of a funny comment the other day. Said you'll go vote in Perry. I'll tell you how you voted. Right? That's fine. Then you can vote on the south end. Now a new location there. The old Waterville School. Is now the Fire and Rescue Training Center. You can vote in the old Waterville Gymnasium. used to be on the south end. You voted at the plaza where Planet Fitness and Food Line is. They've moved that now to the old Waterville School gymnasium. And then the College Hill at Berry Street, you can still vote there. And, of course, you can vote at the Election Commission office downtown. And early voting starts today for the March presidential preference primary. Don't forget also that big district attorney's race. Now, tomorrow morning in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to have a debate. Going to the candidates debate, as Simon and Garfunkel sang. And we're going to have two of our district attorney candidates in tomorrow. Our debate sponsored by Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. Quick check of sports. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial Hello Human Kindness, a sport sponsored by the Town Squire. Happy Valentine's to Larry. Probably cracking out the pink sweater vest, Larry, I'd imagine, or red, something like that. All right, this is not a mistake. This is a real score. District 6 4A. The Barretts beat Howard in the first round of the tournament at Bradley 73-6 last night. Now, they had a running clock the whole time. And the Barretts, of course, defending state champions, and many experts say they're even better this year than they were last year. They've got the top sophomore and the top junior in the entire state of Tennessee. And Jason Reuter says all we do is win, 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 like his buddy DJ Khaled would say. Anyway, so there you go. Bradley's now in the district championship. That game Friday night, 7:30, Mix 104.1, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. That'll be at Bradley. Tonight, 6 o'clock at Bradley. The Bears, the boys, will take on Ottawa. Right here, Mix 104.1, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Well, the Kentucky Wildcats got a big win last night, beat Ole Miss. They pull away late, 75-63. Syracuse upset North Carolina at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, New York last night amidst a big snowstorm in New York, 86-79. Tennessee and Arkansas tonight. They'll be in Fayetteville, 8:30 right here on Mix 104.1, presented by TVFCU. So we'll have the high school boys coverage at Bradley in the district tournament. The Bears and the Owls tonight. And that'll be followed by UT at Arkansas. And Meigs County has a new football coach, head football coach. He is Nathan Simbeck as the new head football coach at Meigs County. Bridget, it's a busy morning here at Scooters. Hey, we got to thank our flowers and carnation folks.
That's right. Thanks so much to Flowers and Things. We have beautiful red roses here. And then thanks to our friends at Perry's Petals as well for the beautiful red and pink carnations that we're giving out today.
All right, anything, you got an update on that traffic situation?
Yeah, so just a reminder, crews are working an accident at the intersection of Freewell Road and Candies Lane. That's going to be right there in front of the fire station, so be aware of that as you drive this morning. And then we also have an accident on the interstate as well. It is going to be, if you're headed southbound, maybe from the Athens area, the accident is going to be before you get to the Calhoun exit. So be aware of that. Again, if you're headed southbound from the Athens area, I-75 southbound just before the Calhoun exit, and traffic backed up for a few miles there. It does look very foggy there in that section of the interstate there in McMinn County. So again, that's I-75 southbound just before the Calhoun exit.
Raising money for the Caring Place and specifically the Sack Pack program throughout the day here this morning and this afternoon on the Mix Afternoon Drive with Mike Lee, who's filling in for Dwayne Williams. And we're raising money all day. We have a $5,000 goal. It's $7. $7 for a sack pack. $7 to bring some comfort and security to a child. Karen told us about food insecurity. $7. Can you help us? We're doing only today. This is just today. It's Valentine's Day. My Lord, show the love of God to a child. Are you kidding me? Feed a child in one of the most affluent areas of our state. Call or text if you'd like to help. Thank you. We've had several people do this already. You can bring it by Scooters Coffee if you want. We're at Scooters on Key Street. Or call or text 423-614-6499. We'll have to raise $5,000 today. That'd be wonderful. Hey, we got a text yesterday. Mark in Lexington, Kentucky, watches every morning. He watches on mixtv.tv And he bragged on the Mr. Heartline. Somebody named Heartline.
Yeah.
Said he's funny.
That text got deleted immediately.
Well, and leave it to the Kentucky fans who their athletic programs are humorous to compliment me. Thank you. All right. Let's tell you what. We're going to send you to break here. We're at Scooter's Coffee on Keith Street. Happy Valentine's Day. And we're back. Hey, Bridget, how can they get a hold of us if they want to pledge on the Sack Pack program?
Yeah, that's right. So you can call us on the volunteer
Ryan
Ridicast line, 614.
Ryan Holton's throwing money. Oh, my goodness.
Wow,
Ryan,
thank you so much.
He just threw it. Is this for me? Ryan, come on, man.
Wow, goodness. How about that?
He just threw a $50. He wadded it up and just threw it out the window.
How nice.
Let me say this about you. Oh, Sandra's here. She's in line. The cord will not reach. I'd come talk to you, but the cord won't reach. God love you. You know what? You can hear her without a microphone.
You can.
Oh. Did she get a rose yet? Yeah. Oh, she already did? All right.
Well,
Bridget,
good. Okay.
I got to go say hi to Sandra.
So call us on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number as well. And as Corinne mentioned earlier, you can also give online as well at thecaringplaceonline.org. We'll be back with more from Scooter's Coffee here in just a minute. Happy Valentine's Day, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty, 472-2173, bender-realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have would be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
My support and comfort at Mermaid Mattress. Better mattress, better price.
Now, from Local 3 News, it's coverage you can count on.
Good morning and a very happy Valentine's Day to you. We have lovely weather ahead. Sunny skies for today, mild highs in the low 60s, and a light southerly breeze. If you're heading out this evening, it'll be 59 degrees at 6 p.m., but down to a cool 48 at 9 o'clock. Overnight lows will be cold in the 30s with some overnight clouds. And then for Thursday, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, highs near 64. Friday, partly sunny and a high of 63. Rain returns Friday night. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terry.
All right, welcome back, Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv. Happy Valentine's Day live from Scooter's Coffee, Key Street, right here in front of Leisure Time Bowling. Let's get a quick check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. And how about my Valentine, Kenny Do, Ken Can Do at Simmons Bank?
I'm looking for him.
Bridget's looking around for him.
Oh, goodness. All right.
And by the way, Matt Moore wants to know what's in my Scooter's coffee.
He sure does.
Matt, I'll repeat a scripture to you, buddy. No man knows the day nor the hour.
Oh, goodness.
Amen.
All right. Well, happy anniversary to Cindy and Gene Cabrera. They are celebrating their 31st anniversary today. Your stepdad, Larry Taylor, Steve, is celebrating a birthday today.
That's it. Happy birthday, Larry. That's all you get, buddy.
Earl Motes is also celebrating today.
Pearl. You got it.
Linda King is having a birthday today as well. Happy birthday to her. Joe Daft is having a birthday today, a biology professor at Lee University. He is well loved by his students. That is from all of his colleagues and students there at Lee. Terry Stanfield is celebrating a birthday today from a good family friend. Angie Chadwick is having a birthday today. That is Austin's stepmom. So happy birthday to Angie today. And then Cinda Moore celebrated a birthday yesterday.
Cinda yesterday?
Yeah.
Where was Tony yesterday?
Well,
what's
I
he
don't know.
doing?
Maybe busy.
He's guarding everybody at Ocoee Middle and First Baptist. That's what he's doing, but we couldn't get that on time.
Well, it's
What's
okay.
wrong with that boy?
It's okay.
Come on, Tony.
Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number as well. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank gives you more for a better banking experience with convenience in mind. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
We're taking Valentine's Day and giving you the opportunity to donate money to pay for sack packs for children. Just heard from Dr. Linda Cash, the director of Bradley County Schools, $100 from Dr. Linda and John Cash. And thank you very much. Corinne Freeman's executive director of the Caring Place. Corinne, it's a great morning.
It is a great morning. We have gotten off to a wonderful start. So with Dr. Cash's donation, we're actually up to $570 for children in our community today.
That's a good hour as James Logan pulls in. We're going to talk to Jimmy.
Yeah.
He is Mr. Cupid himself.
There you go.
You can call or text in your donation, 423-614-6499.
Yeah.
And do that, $7 for a sack. We're going to go to Sixpence None the Richer on Mix 1041. This is Austin's favorite Valentine.
Well, a daring dog squared off with a wild animal and lived to tell the tale. Patrick Cornell has the intense video, and take a look at this.
Caught on camera the moment a mountain lion and a dog named Holly Jolly got in a backyard brawl outside a home in California. Holly, now slightly less jolly in her cone of shame. The 3-year-old giant schnauzer required surgery and stitches after surviving the attack, but will recover. Holly's owners say they were at home when they heard the pup yelp for help. They sprang up, sprinting to the scene to try and stop the skirmish.
And that's when I was banging on the window and I was trying to be very loud and big. That way I could scare the mountain lion away.
All that screaming and shouting allowing Holly a split second to get free. The family posting the shocking video online as a warning to neighbors. At the end of the day, they're just glad Holly escaped the encounter.
To me, it's a miracle that she survived it.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Dad, are these numbers right? Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do. We'll have the biggest inventory clearance sale in our 44-year history.
Yep, we'll just mark everything down.
But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
By Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
I'm Gianna Gelosi. DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas impeached over the border crisis.
Yeas are 214 and the nays are 213. The resolution is adopted.
It is the first time a cabinet secretary has been impeached in 148 years. Soon, the ball is going to be in the Senate's court. The trial is likely to begin later this month, which will ultimately determine whether he will be removed from office. The results are in. Democrat Tom Suozzi won the special election in New York's 3rd district, replacing George Santos and returning to the seat he held for 3 terms, sending a message to the House majority.
Stop running around for Trump and start running the country.
He defeated Republican Mazi Pilip. This brings the balance of power in the House to 219 Republicans to 213 Democrats with 3 vacancies. America's listening to Fox News.
All right, welcome back. Mix 1041, mixtv.tv. Bridget, we have some traffic troubles we need to get to here on the Don Ledford Highway Patrol.
Yeah, that's right. So crews are working an accident with injuries, Freewell Road at the intersection of Candy's Lane, right there in front of the fire station. So be aware of that. Also, Inman Street at Keith Street. We understand there's an accident right there at that intersection as well. And then on the interstate, I-75 southbound, just before the Calhoun exit, crews are working an accident there. So if you're coming from the Athens area, be aware of that as you head southbound on 75. We appreciate the calls and texts this morning. As always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The Volunteer Ridipest Mix Line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number.
Jimmy Logan is with us. Jimmy, first of all, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. And I tell you what, you and I suffer from a little problem.
What's that?
We've got total forgiveness from our wives.
Yes, yes.
You know,
big problem.
Big problem. Thank you, darling. I want you to know I love you. Hey, Steve, you know what? There's not a traffic problem here at Scooters, is there? And alive. Look at the folks lined up to come on in here, and there's love abounding here, folks. Let me share with you. The coffee's great.
Good.
One.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've got something special happening. Is that right?
Yeah. So this is Jim Hyman, who is our sack pack coordinator and delivery driver. And Jim, just share what you're doing this morning.
Okay. My partner and I, Jimmy Cook, we're getting ready to deliver right around 700 bags to 15 different schools here in Bradley County. And this happens every week. And I've been doing this now for about 10 years, and it's a pleasure to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. And I understand that it takes some good volunteers and some folks who have a great heart, Valentine's Day hearts,
yes.
To contribute to the program. Is that
Absolutely.
correct?
Absolutely.
And then it goes out, and kids who need a little snack get a snack that they otherwise wouldn't have.
Absolutely.
Well, there's a law firm here in town known as Logan Thompson. And you know what we do when these things come to our attention? We write checks, and we're going to give you a check.
And we gladly
today.
accept them. So yes, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, that's part of the love of this community, Steve.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we were talking, Corinne and I, back in August, and we said, we really want to highlight the Sack Pack program because it's so, when Jennifer and I first heard about this years and years ago, it was just so attainable. Mm-hmm. Now it's $7 to basically to pack a sack and give it to a child for the weekend. But it was just it seemed so easy, so attainable. My Lord, if we can feed a child for $7, and we said Valentine's Day. Could there be a more perfect day to show the love of God to children who need food? And Corinne, that's happening here this morning. And you talk about Jim being the hands and feet of the Lord. You are doing that every week for 10 years. How does that make you feel?
Oh, well, I give all the glory to the Lord. He's the one that gives us the strength to do it. He's the one that gives us the want to do it. And he puts it on the hearts of folks to keep us going to do it. So we thank him for that.
Yes.
Corinne, it's people like Jim and and the team, and I know he's got deliveries to make here, but it's people like Jim and the team who really do keep this going.
Yes, it is. And so, and we are so blessed at the Caring Place. We've got an amazing team and grounded in the love of Christ. And that's what we're doing, why we're doing what we're doing. Every sack pack actually says, it's got a heart on it. It says Jesus loves you, because we want the children to know that they're cared for, that they're loved. We want all of our neighbors who come into our facility to know that they are loved, and that's what continues. Like you said, the Lord gives us the strength that we keep going, and this is what we're called to do as the body of Christ: is to unify around each other, help meet the needs that are there.
So we're raising money throughout the day. Just today, this is the only day we're doing it, on Valentine's Day.
Jimmy is actually
for children,
making his check.
And we appreciate the Logan Thompson Law Firm. Corinne, what did they donate?
So they have given us $250 to help our sack pack program. So thank you, Jimmy, for that. Thank you for supporting the children in our community.
Well, they just deduct that out of the office. They deduct any contribution that's made from my paycheck.
Hey, Corinne, you've got an updated total maybe with that?
Let me check.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
You are totally fine. I've got to go back and see, because I believe.
Well,
so we had gotten another $100 in the break from Scooter's Coffee, and so thank you for that this morning.
Claudia,
and so
that
brings
teacher.
us now to $1,220, and so we're getting so much closer to our goal of $5,000 to be able to help the students, help support this worthy program within our community.
Well, it's all about love, folks.
It is.
You know, there's a story that we read about, and that's kind of been our life theme at My Mix 104.
Yes.
You know, others may think differently, but the story that we tell is we love people.
That's
right here at My Mix 104.
Yes.
Before Steve, that was a part of our story.
Yes.
There was an older fella. What was his name?
Something Roland, I think.
Rolling, rolling, keep those dogs.
They're watching right now, so you say hello to them.
Got to. Hey, Tom, hope your wife's there with you. You need her every step of the way. But what a great tradition that we have. And as you know, I adopted a tradition when I first started the law firm, a tradition of legal and community service. We need every business, every person to be committed to that tradition of service to this community. And that's what makes us special.
It does.
That's why folks come here, Steve.
That's right.
From all over the country.
That's right.
Just listening on the national news about how many people were moving from Michigan, California, Vermont. And you know where they're coming? To Southeast Tennessee. It's a shocking just transition, and we're going to be an ever better community because those folks are coming to engage in that love theme and that love spirit we have. Golly gee. Steve, I got to go.
Well,
the judge said I may go to jail if I don't get there.
What a Valentine's gift, Jimmy.
Oh, a little rest and relaxation.
He's going to try to keep you here longer, Jimmy, so you have to be careful there. Don't let him know.
I tried to get Sheriff Lawson to give me 30 days in jail of R&R, but he said, we don't want you in here.
Jimmy Logan, always with us on Valentine's. He's going to take some of these roses and pass those out also. So, well, Jimmy, thank you for always being with us on Valentine's.
Thank you so much. You folks have a great day. You too. Where's my Bridget?
Oh, look at her.
Looky. Who is that girl? Come here, girl.
Got another donation over here.
I'm already given the donation for the law firm.
I'm giving one too.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Does anybody know who this is?
How you doing?
We know her well. Yeah, so I do. Yeah.
You sure have a great family, don't you?
I do. I love them very much.
Well, you're still not telling everybody who Sarah is.
My name's Sarah Coleman.
Yeah, and what does that mean?
Well, it means that I have a lovely husband, Matthew Coleman, who happens to work with you. And lovely parents, Ron and Shelley.
Yeah, oh golly. And the boys?
Anthony and Samuel.
You know, I've seen, Steve, how Matthew and Sarah, they live their lives of communicating with and helping those in need. This young lady, I don't have time to talk about you, Sarah, because you are such a special, special person. Thank you so much for everything you do. You have something to do with Caring Place?
Well, actually, I do. I sit on the board.
She does.
Is it a very stiff board or what?
They are a lovely board, and we do lots of good work. But I came down to support Corinne this morning because she and her staff do absolutely amazing things, and I just wanted to jump on the bandwagon and encourage other people to call in and donate, because this is such an amazing cause. And the Caring Place, Corinne and her staff, every single one of them, they are the hands and feet of Jesus. They do that work every day. They meet our neighbors with love and compassion that is beyond anything you could possibly imagine.
We've offered you a job because you're so compelling, and she won't take it at the office.
She's very smart.
She is. Yeah, get away from those folks down there at Logan Thompson. Steve, got to run. Sarah, thank you so much for sharing. You always do, and your leadership in so many of the good causes is not oftentimes given the kind of credit it needs. But that's what Sarah does. That's what you folks do. We go do the Lord's work, and the joy we get from it is all the compensation we need.
Yes. It is.
All right, thank you, Jimmy. Donate on.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Happy Valentine's to Cindy Logan. There we go. Hey, Corinne, they can donate online, can't they?
They can. So they can go onto our website at thecaringplaceonline.org, and they can donate there. You can designate that gift to Sack Pack. You can leave it in the general offering as well. So either one that you would choose. And so, but we will make sure that those funds go to use for our community, to our neighbors in need.
All right. Well, Sarah, it's great to see you, and I know you love being on this board.
I do very much.
All right, Jim, we're going to let you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you
It's my pleasure being here.
Yeah.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you. Thank you very much for all you do.
Thank you.
God bless you, Sarah. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break. Now, what we did, we're live at Bridget. We're live at Scooter's Coffee, and I want to repeat how people can donate, because this is, I would say, a new tradition. That on Valentine's Day we will ask you to give to the Sack Pack program and feed children. About 600 a week. Jim just told us about 700 this week.
Yes.
$7 a sack, Bridget. So how do they donate?
Yeah, so you can call us. Volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line 614-6499. Text us at that same number. You can stop by and see us here in person at Scooter's Coffee till about 9 o'clock this morning, or online at thecaringplaceonline.org.
You're used to those, like the sun shining right in our face. You're used to that on the weekends when they take you into jail and they put the light on you and make you talk.
Yeah.
Corey Lindbergh's going to join us in just a second. So what we did there, we had to get Jim out of here to make deliveries, so we basically skipped local news. Let me give you a couple of highlights here. Rodney DeHart, the man who's accused of killing a Blount County Sheriff's deputy and injuring another, was captured and taken into custody in Knoxville yesterday afternoon. We reported on that yesterday afternoon on all of our platforms. So that he was the most, one time, the most wanted man in the state and the TBI top 10 most wanted list. So there is that. Other big story this morning is, in fact, that early voting starts today. Early voting starts today. Here's the headline, folks, and that is, in fact, the early voting locations will be the following, as they will be on the north end at OCI. At OCI, that is the Perry Stone Ministry. You are no longer voting early at Bradley Square Mall. If you're voting on the north end beginning today, you'll go to OCI on Urbane Road. If you're voting on the south end, you're no longer voting in the plaza where Planet Fitness and Food Line are located. You're now going to the old Waterville School in the gymnasium. That's now the Bradley County Fire and Rescue Training Center. You can still vote early at College Hill on Berry Street, and vote early also at the downtown Bradley County Election Commission office. It's today. Early voting begins for the March 5th presidential preference primary. Also, the district attorney's race is a big race, as you know. And there's other races there, but you can vote early today, 9 until 6. Saturdays, 9 to 4. They will be closed Monday for President's Day. So Fran Green and her team are working on this heavily, and they're going to start early voting at 9 o'clock this morning. Let me go back. I got to correct myself. The man's name in Blount County is Kenneth Wayne DeHart, who was he's accused of killing a Blount County sheriff's deputy during the traffic stop last Thursday night. He's in custody. This is a national story. 42-year-old Kenneth Wayne DeHart was captured and taken into custody in Knoxville on Tuesday. Let's take a break. Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv. Love songs all day on Mix 104.1. And you can share the gift of love and the gift of the Lord to these children. Thanks to Scooter's Coffee, $100. Where we are, Claudia, longtime teacher. Thank you. So we're going to take a quick break. Keep calling, folks. Got a $5,000 goal. That's through the entire day. Through this program, Bridget in the midday, Mike Lee in the afternoon. 423-614-6499. Or call or text that number. Back to Scooter's Coffee, Key Street, in a moment.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Love is in the air, and Food City has everything you need for a grand romantic gesture. Sweep your Valentine off their feet with thoughtful gifts straight from the heart. This week, hearts will swoon with Cupid's Combo, a dozen premium sleeved roses and a dozen chocolate-covered strawberries, $29.99. A premium rose bouquet, just $19.99, and more Valentine's Day items throughout the store, only at Food City.
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why now come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
The Vascular Institute is the region's only critical limb center focusing on amputation prevention and all of your vascular endovascular needs, saving legs, restoring lives. Their team of board-certified, fellowship-trained vascular surgeons, along with their VIC vascular team, deliver comprehensive treatment for all of your vascular, vein, and dialysis issues. VIC, changing the delivery of vascular care for our region. No referral is needed and appointments are within 1 week, accepting new patients. Visit VascularInstituteOfChattanooga.com or call 423-602-2750.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Sunny skies for today, mild highs in the low 60s and a light southerly breeze. If you're heading out this evening, it'll be 59 degrees at 6 p.m., but down to a cool 48 at 9 o'clock. Overnight lows will be cold in the 30s with some overnight clouds. And then for Thursday, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, highs near 64. Friday, partly sunny and a high of 63. Rain returns Friday night. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
It is a cold start to your Valentine's Day. Temperatures for a lot of communities are at or below that freezing mark. Chattanooga just kind of barely hanging on above it at 34 degrees. Now, thankfully, we don't really have much wind this morning. We had some registering at about 3 miles per hour about 15 minutes ago. That has now gone away. We're back down to that 0, so we don't have to worry about the wind chill factor. But certainly when it's this cold, you do want to layer up. You may even have a little bit of frost on your windshield this morning, so mindful of that heading outside for your morning drive. For the kids at the bus stop, of course, they want to have those winter coats on, 34 degrees at 7 a.m. Now, it will be warming up pretty quickly during the morning time hours at 11 o'clock, hitting 49 degrees. For that bus ride home, milder, more comfortable air. So any ball practices after school that are outside, good to go, 62 degrees with the sunshine that we're going to be experiencing throughout the entirety of your Wednesday. Let me take you to this evening if you are heading out for dinner plans, whatever it may be on this Valentine's Day. 62 degrees at 5 p.m. for early dinner. If you're going out at 7 o'clock, it'll be 55. At 9 p.m., a little bit cooler, though, as it falls back down into the 40s. Clear skies will continue for your evening time hours. So when we take a peek then at our clouds and radar, you can really see what I'm meaning by how it's a quiet start to the day. Nothing even showing up on here. There's a couple of spots of some patchy fog this morning near those river and stream valleys, those waterways, but otherwise, it's all about this big blue H high pressure. As that gets closer to our area, it brings us the quiet, the beautiful conditions that we're expecting here in the middle of the week. In fact, zoomed in on Futurecast, there's pretty much nothing even showing up on the map for your Wednesday morning, midday, right into the afternoon and evening time. Overnight, we could see a few clouds after midnight. And as we look ahead to Thursday, tomorrow morning will be cold again in the 30s. And we'll start to have a few clouds that get added to the mix tomorrow. So we'll call tomorrow mostly sunny, but still dry during the daytime. Now, I do want to pause for Thursday evening, and you can see These individual little green specks, mainly from Nashville to Knoxville and up to Johnson City, so closer to I-40 and northward, but possibly clipping into our northern communities. Now, this chance is so low that I don't even have a percentage on the 7-day forecast. A stray sprinkle may be possible, but I think a lot of that's going to evaporate before it even reaches the ground. So let me talk to you about when I do think we could see some rain chances. So going through the day on Friday, it is still dry, partly sunny skies for your Friday. You get that mix of sun and clouds, that wind coming up from the south with the mild air. It's Friday night that we're going to be watching this cold front. From about 8 p.m. on Friday night to 5 a.m. on Saturday morning, this is going to bring us some rain into our area, generally light rainfall. So not a big deal, but behind it, then colder air. That's why Saturday is going to be a brisk and blustery day ahead. Daytime highs on Saturday only in the 40s. So total rainfall for Friday night to Saturday morning, we're looking at about a trace to 0.4 of an inch. Back to today, sunny skies, a high of 63 degrees. Tonight, a low of 38, and then tomorrow, 64 and most.
At Scooters Coffee, if you're watching us on mixtv.tv, we're on Mix 1041 Radio, Talk 1013 The Buzz, and your phones. We can be on your phones, your mobile devices, like a good virus. No, our free Mix 1041 app, that free download, thanks to CHI Memorial at mymix1041.com. Steve Hartline with Bridget. We have our team here. Austin is here. Fruit Loops. Gideon is here. Madison is here. And I saw one of our newcomers in there, too. Caden is here. Caden, thank you, buddy. We got some interns with us, and we're also here on behalf of the Sack Pack. Going to talk to Claudia Parker in just a moment. We're at Scooters Coffee, her place here, Keith Street, in front of Leisure Time Bowling. Come by and see us. But first, we do need to check the streets. We're getting more traffic crashes out there on this Valentine's morning, Bridget.
Yeah, that's right. So this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. You can save a lot during Don Ledford GMC's President's Day Trade-Up event. Stop by now, save big at Don Ledford GMC, Northley Highway in Cleveland, or go to donledford.com for more details. Crews are working an accident Northley Highway right there at Sheffey Lane. Also Inman Street at Keith Street in that intersection. And then I-75 is southbound just before the Calhoun exit. Traffic still backed up on the interstate. I-75 is southbound there in McMinn County. Still lots of fog in that area where that accident is on the interstate. So be aware of that if you're driving maybe from the Athens area toward Cleveland. Then we understand the Freewell Road accident there at Candy's Lane has now been cleaned up and is out of the way. We appreciate all the calls and texts this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The Volunteer Ridipest Mix Line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number.
And we are joined by our host this morning, Claudia Parker, Scooters Coffee. Claudia, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, we're doing great. We're feeling the love today.
Yes, absolutely. I've been handing out these wonderful flowers to all our customers, and they've been so appreciative. It's really fun to get to interact with them and kind of make them smile this morning.
Well, we sure are. You make them smile on a daily basis, I'm sure. We'll talk about that in a second. Hey, thanks so much. Flowers and Things and Perry's Petals still taking orders. I'd say both of our great local florists have been up all night. It's their Super Bowl, actually. Well, Claudia, those who are just joining us, let's talk about what's happening at Scooters Coffee.
All right. Well, today and through the 17th, we have our XOXO Energy Infusion. That's a pomegranate peach syrup mixed with our signature Scoot Energy. You can get the Scoot Energy either sugar-free or fully leaded. That is topped with desert pear cold foam, and that comes in a large size. So that'll get you up and going and make it through this fun Valentine's Day.
It's a fun Valentine's Day, and of course the great coffee, drinks, and we talked about the breakfast items that you have all here at Scooters Coffee.
Yep. Well, I was just talking to a customer, handing her a flower, and she ordered an omelet egg bite, which those are my favorite. That's a new item to our menu and has been super popular. And then we also have our delicious sweets like our chocolate chip muffin and our signature cinnamon rolls. The girls were in just a minute ago when I got Mr. Logan his coffee. They were icing the cinnamon rolls, so they're hot and fresh and waiting on you.
Just the icing's fine by itself. It's good with me.
No, really.
And here's the thing about Scooters. I told Bridget this. The great thing about their cinnamon rolls, they don't skimp on the icing.
No.
I could care less about the roll part. Anyway, well, Claudia, again, hey, Scooters is the official coffee of Mixed Mornings, and we appreciate her and Danny and Daddy's grown some hair lately. I saw him over there.
We've had a discussion about when we're going to get that trimmed up.
Is he going to be playing the Lord? I believe in a future play. Janie Moore told me.
I think so.
Anyway, good morning, Joe and Janie Moore. Everybody needs a Grinch, and that's Happy Moore. Is that right?
That's it.
That's right. Hey, thanks, Claudia. Thanks for having us. And,
hey, we love it.
And look, what a special morning here. You're a long-time teacher before all this and the Sack Pack program.
We as teachers see that benefit firsthand. It gave me some reassurance when I could send those snack packs home with children over the weekends. I knew that they'd at least have a little something on their bellies, and that's always something that teachers worry about is, our hungry kids. So it's a great program in Cleveland.
My mother, who was a teacher for a long time, sadly, before she was fired by Bob Taylor in the county. No, she used to say you can't teach a hungry child.
You can't.
You can't, and even the founder of the Salvation Army, William Booth, would say, you cannot tell a hungry person about the Lord until they get something in their stomach.
Right.
I mean, it's just obvious. Thank you.
It makes a big difference.
Thank you,
sure.
Claudia. I tell you what, we're going to reset here for a second with Corinne and also Corey Lindbergh. But, Bridget, while we do that, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list on this Valentine's Day.
Okay, happy 31st wedding anniversary to Cindy and Jean Cabrera today. Also, Steve, your stepdad, Larry Taylor, is having a birthday today. Earl Motes is also celebrating today. Linda King is having a birthday as well. Joe Daft is celebrating his birthday today, a biology professor at Lee University, and they say he is well loved by the students. That's from his colleagues and students there at Lee. Terry Stanfield is celebrating today, that birthday wish from a good family friend of his. Angie Chadwick is celebrating today. That is Austin's stepmom. And
notice Austin Fruit Loops, he has somebody on the list every day.
He does.
And what he's trying to do is win a cake. Well, first of all, his family can't win cakes from the sweetest place in town, the Townhouse Bake Shop.
Right.
But it's just every day.
He has a big family.
He makes them up. Makes up names.
Cinda Moore celebrated a birthday yesterday, and then Corey and Kelly Gray, they're celebrating their 11th wedding anniversary today. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ritipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number as well. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank works hard to help make their customers' dreams come true. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
Live at Scooter's Coffee on Key Street. We're going to bring in Corinne Freeman, Dr. Corey Lindbergh, principal of Ocoee Middle. So if you're just joining us and you're saying, what's going on? Why are you raising money? Well, Corinne, who's got a much, much better mind than I do, not say much, but she remembered that it was, I knew we had talked, but back in August, her and I had a conversation about the Sack Pack program. And we decided, so you think back to August, the beginning of school, that Valentine's Day could be no more perfect occasion than to show the love to children. And so here's what I want to do. We got a brand new audience. These are the people who realize that, the other people realize they're listening to us. They change the channel. So, no, as we go the 8 o'clock hour, I want you to go back to the top. And I want you to explain the Sack Pack program.
Absolutely. So the Sack Pack program was developed in actually 2012, and it was because we recognized that there were children in our community who were going home hungry on the weekends, and it was a huge burden for our educators. It was obviously a huge burden for those families, and the Caring Place, we're here to provide the basic resources and opportunities. And so that program was developed, and it grew from 2 to 3 schools to now we serve all the Bradley County schools and E.L. Ross Elementary. My friends at Wesley serve the city schools. And so this program is there to help those children not have to worry about that food over the weekend. Currently, we're serving around 600 is our average. Today, Jim was delivering 700 sack packs. So whatever the school sees, whatever they request from us, we try to meet that so that the administrators, the counselors, the teachers don't have to worry about that need. And then the children are able to have those 6 mini meals over the weekend so that they don't have that fear and that worry.
From a fundraising standpoint, it's very easy to understand. So about $7 is what a sack pack costs.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so you start doing some math. So what we're asking, and we're going to recognize, Bridget will help me with some of the donations and some of the givers. But here's what we're asking you to do. So today only, we're only doing this today. Yes. Valentine's Day. This morning, midday with Bridget, and then Mike Lee this afternoon in for Dwayne Williams. And I'm going to join Mike this afternoon, but Corinne will come back and our friends. Is simply give something. $7 buys one. Think about it that way. So call or text 423-614-6499. Call the Volunteer Red Pest Mix line or text that number. Or come by Scooter's Coffee. We're going to be here at about 9 o'clock on Key Street in front of Leisure Time Bowling, or then go online.
Absolutely.
Correct.
You can go online to thecaringplaceonline.org. You can give there, secure donation, and you can designate that for our Site Pack program.
We wanted to have a real-life educator perspective, but we couldn't find a real-life educator, so we see, you saw
That's
that.
fair. I appreciate
you saw that coming.
Yes, sir.
Corey Lindbergh, my
Yes,
buddy,
sir.
is the principal of Ocoee Middle School. Corey, this is a very meaningful program, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Corinne and I were talking off the air just a minute ago about the impact, and I was teaching at Valley View Elementary at the time when it started, and I remember as a teacher, like I was one of the ones that my principal put me in charge of helping distribute those sack packs to the kids, and as it started, I think all these years later, you don't realize the impact that it has. When we talk about 700 a week, I mean that's a tremendous amount of impact in the community, and things like this, like the Empty Stocking Fund, things that immediately give back to make our community better. Jimmy Logan was talking earlier about just how people are moving here. Like, these are the reasons that we love Cleveland, Tennessee. This is why you'd have to pry me out of this place, because things like this, when we're taking care of kids, it's going to make us all better. The program, as far as the program goes, just to give the community a perspective, we've got about 1,100 students in our school. We receive anywhere from 30 to 40 sack packs a week. Wow! And that's just one school in Bradley County Schools. So when we're talking money, because I know we're asking the community to step up and to support this program. I mean, we're looking at, just for our program alone, $280 a week to support just the students at Ocoee Middle. Wow. And so when you start putting things in perspective like that, you think, what am I spending $7 a week on? Is it something that I could impact a kid, in the building? And so when we think about those, because I'm putting faces with those sack packs, and I know it's difficult in the community when you might call in and give $100, and you might not know exactly where that's going, but I can show you the faces of those kids where that's going. And your kids and Corinne's kids and all of our kids, they're going to school with the people who are being impacted. Many of our families have needed help over the years, and this is just one way. And I'll share one quick story. I don't mean to just take over the
people would love it.
Well, yeah. Well, I just
we
want
know
to share
how Lauren feels now.
Yeah. Lauren,
but you do have a great story here.
So just a couple things, and I was telling Corinne, just a couple of weeks ago, we had a kid ask for an extra sack pack. And casually we just kind of said, hey, just want to make sure you're not like, what are you going to sell in the food? Or, we've got some entrepreneurs in our building. But as we talked to the kid, she let us know that she was taking care of another family member in her house. We're talking about a student who's taking care of another adult in her house and wanted the extra food over the weekend to help. And so not only did your $7 help my kid at Ocoee, but help that kid's family member too. So all that to say, the impact, when we talk about 30 to 40 sack packs every week, the impact that makes significantly. And those kids go home on Friday, they enjoy having that food. Ocoee Middle today is we're going to make at least a $200 donation. We're going to try to cover at least 1 week of ours, for our teachers took that up.
Wow, thank you very much.
But I would challenge the community, if you're looking for things to give to, along with, and I always say the same thing for the Empty Stocking Fund, but when we do things like this, it's immediate impact on our community.
It's immediate impact, and the Empty Stocking Fund's wonderful, and that's our core at this station. However, even more than the toys, and they are so important, you really can't enjoy anything without being hungry or being hungry. I mean, it's so fundamental and so foundational, Corinne. I think that's why people really. Yeah. I mean, we can all understand this because we were all made by the Lord the same way. I mean, we have to eat, and we got children. Yeah. As you say, food insecurity over the weekend.
Right. Yeah. So, and it truly grieves me to think, we serve a God of abundance, and so just abundance grace, abundant mercy, abundant love. And for a child to be experiencing scarcity of food instead of abundance, it's not okay. And I think that's where we're called as the body of Christ to rally around. And when we have abundance, we give of that abundance, and then we can help those students, because there shouldn't be a middle school child who's worried about feeding a family member, but they're carrying that burden. And they're carrying that burden into math class. They're carrying that burden into their, special activities. They're carrying that burden. And if we can alleviate that, then that's what we need to do. We need to help them to not have that fear, not have that worry.
So you can give a couple of ways. And Bridget, I want you to come back. Let's thank some people. But you can call or text 423-614-6499 when you call the Volunteer Red Pest Mix line, or text that same number. You can come by Scooters if you're going to get in the drive-thru. You can make a donation. You can also give online, Corinne. Remind me of that address.
That is thecaringplaceonline.org. So that is thecaringplaceonline.org.
Here in a moment, I want to get an update on your new facility and see how that's going.
Yeah.
Bridget.
Yeah, thank you so much to Nate Tucker, $25 from him. Silas Randolph, $10. Carrie and Heath Ledford, $50. Gina Patterson at PhD Pharmacy, $250 from her. Also, Freddie and Martha Dover originally gave $10. And then they're also giving an additional $20 more. Also, Brian Welch, $100. Scooters Coffee, $100. Tim and Lauren Kate, $100. And then Erica Bledsoe, she works over at Cleveland Eye Clinic, a loyal listener, just dropped off a $20 check.
And then I also want to thank actually the guy that got us kicked off this morning. He's grown a heart on Valentine's Day, Christy Shepard, which is a surprise. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance. But he still needs to grow a conscience, and he's not done that yet. No, B&I, the Cleveland Connection Group, they're giving $100. Thank you so much. Bradley County Commissioner Cindy Slater, $100. Need to hear from all of our elected officials. And then, thank you very much. I just got a text a few minutes ago from Dr. Linda Cash, the director of Bradley County Schools. So here, Eric Bridget, a question.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got a director of county schools, Linda Cash, and John Cash, $100, what would a director that's leaving us? Russell Dyer. What about a director who's selling us down the river?
Oh, wow.
Saying, you know what, Cleveland, I'm out of here. I'm going to Collierville. I'm going to go home. I wonder if that $100 may just be a tithe for Dyer. Dyer's leaving. What does he care?
I'm sure he will donate.
I'm sure he will.
Yes.
Russell's my buddy. But anyway, so no, we need to hear from you. So here's what we're going to be doing today. We're taking Valentine's Day, as Corinne and I talked about last August. And we said there is no better day than to do this. This is a day of love. And Corinne, thank you. Ash Wednesday also. And so what a day. My goodness. What a day. The Bible says God is love. And this is a symbol of love. Do something good for a child. If I could tell you that you'd make a difference in a child's world for $7, come on, people. I kid around a lot. I'm dead serious. You're the best people in the world. This is the best place in the world. This really is. I wish. What time is it, Bridget? I can't.
8:46.
I can't reach my phone because I'm not getting my hands out of my sweater here. I forgot my gloves.
Mr. Wimp.
8:46. Okay. Here's what I'd like. For the next 14 minutes, I want you, if you give we're going to have a $7 minimum. Okay? I want you to buy one sack. I want you to flood these phones right now. I'm talking to my friends. Now you can do more than $7, do it. We're going to close out at 9 o'clock. If your child or grandchild does not have to worry this Friday about what they're going to eat, my God, would you give $7? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Everybody within the now I know, and I've heard some people, that's some sacrificial giving going on here this morning. I want you to flood these phones. I want you to act like we're giving away $1,000. Because let me tell you something. If I could tell you, you wonderful people, that you are going to make the difference in a child's well-being this Friday, I want you to flood these phones. 423-614-6499. $7 will give peace and I tell you what, they give the love of Christ in these bags. I'm telling you, $7, and I'm talking right here, folks, right here in Cleveland and Bradley County. I want you to flood these phones right now till 9 o'clock. 423-614-6499. You can call or text that number, or you can go to thecaringplaceonline.com. $7 will buy a sack that will be, as Corey Lindbergh just told us, it'll be given to a child, and that child is going to have peace in their heart. Okay? $7, people. Will you call, or we're only doing this today. This is just today. Now, you want to do more for the Caring Place and what they're, the wonderful people that they are and that they're doing, you do it anytime. But this station, Mix TV, Mix 104.1, Talk 101.3 The Buzz, Fiesta 99.1, God bless you, Yvette Bond, our social media platforms. If you want to know, we reach about 50,000 people a day. A day. Now, let me tell you something. We could end this program right now if everybody in this audience gave $7. I want you to flood the phones like we're giving away a prize. Because we are. Okay. We are. We're giving away the love of Jesus Christ in the form of a sack pack. This Caring Place was built on the love of God decades ago. 423. I want to hear from you. Come on. 614-6499. I don't care where you are. I don't care. My buddy Mark in Lexington, Kentucky that texted us yesterday. I want you, buddy. I know you're there in Lexington. $7, people. Flood those phones. I want to have to bring somebody else in to answer the phone. $7 will buy a sack. All right, we're going to take a break. We're live at Scooters for the next few minutes. I want those phones flooded. For $7, you can make a difference in the life of a child. $7. You say, Steve, let me tell you something. That gets me going. That's how I was raised. Feeding people. My grandmother started the Feed the People program in 1984 from her porch. And it's feeding a child for $7. And God bless the Chattanooga Food Bank that works with Caring Place to make it easy. To make it easy. Oh, wow. $5,000 goal today. Please take your part in this. 423-614-6499. And we're back in a moment.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Dad, are these numbers right?
Our factory's been overproducing mattresses for most of the year.
The boys were on a heater and I just let them cook.
What?
Yeah, well, when you have a crew of craftsmen like we do, you just gotta let them go.
Well, I guess there's one thing to do. Right now at Mermaid Mattress, get Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended mattress in America, starting at only 41 cents a night. But people better hurry because at these prices, they won't last long.
And it's only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture.
Heading out this evening, it'll be 59 degrees at 6 p.m., but down to a cool 48 at 9 o'clock. Overnight lows will be cold in the 30s with some overnight clouds. And then for Thursday, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, highs near 64. Friday, partly sunny and a high of 63. Rain returns Friday night. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
For more than 40 years, the Chattanooga Heart Institute and CHI Memorial have been leaders in the treatment of heart attack, heart failure, and bypass surgery. Our team of board-certified cardiologists, cardiothoracic surgeons, and clinicians, as well as support staff, provide award-winning comprehensive cardiac care. Learn more at ChattanoogaHeart.com.
Solutions Finance of Tennessee, your hometown lender. Locally owned and operated. Loans for used cars, motorcycles, ATVs, home improvement, furniture, and appliance purchase. Welcome back, everyone, to Scooter's Coffee as we are live on Key Street for a final few moments here. It is 4 minutes before 9 o'clock. Bridget, one more time, I need to check traffic because I understand got a big backup as you've been reporting. I'm starting to get some messages about it also on the interstate.
Okay, yeah, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol Report brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. The President's Day Trade-Up event is going on now at Don Ledford in Cleveland, Northley Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. Yeah, crews are working an accident on the interstate. It is I-75 southbound just before you get to the Calhoun exit. So if you're headed coming maybe from the Athens area this morning toward Cleveland, expect delays, maybe take an alternate route. Traffic is backed up for a few miles there on the interstate. So I-75 southbound just before the Calhoun exit. We were looking at the TDOT cameras earlier this morning. There was lots of fog in that area. So again, that accident in McMinn County southbound on the interstate. And then also Northley Highway at Sheffey Lane. Crews working to clear up an accident there. Inman Street at Keith Street as well. We appreciate all the calls and texts this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. Volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number.
Well, I've asked you to flood the phone lines and the text lines. You're doing that. We're going to get an update in just a moment, but you can keep donating. $7 will buy a sack pack, $7 for a child. Keep flooding it, folks. Come on. 423-614-6499. You're doing it. And we're going to do an updated total in a moment. We're doing this all day, but today only. This is it. So that's all we're doing. But you continue to give to the Caring Place, but this is specifically for the Sack Pack program. All right, quick check of sports. District 6 4A basketball tournament last night. tipped off at Bradley Central High School. This is a true score. This is a correct score. The Bearettes defeated Chattanooga Howard 73-6 last night. 73-6. So they ran with a running clock. Obviously, the Bearettes, of course, state champions last year, but many people say they're even better this year. They have the top sophomore and top junior in the state among their other great team. And so the Bearettes just continue. They play Friday night. They've now advanced to the district championship game, 7:30 Friday night. Remember, that district is playing at Bradley Central, and we have coverage tonight supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Tonight we begin the boys, Bradley and Ooltewah, at 6 o'clock at Smitty Arena, and that's at Bradley, of course, right here, Mix 104.1, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. SEC last night, Kentucky behind Lee McChesney screaming over Ole Miss, 75-63. Thank you, Lee, for the donation. Of course, Lee from Cleveland State, he just dropped that off. Syracuse upset North Carolina last night, 86-79 at the Carrier Dome. Tennessee will play men's basketball at Arkansas tonight, 8:30, right here on Mix 104.1, presented by TVFCU. And so we'll have high school basketball. We'll have the Bears and Owls tonight from the district tournament at Bradley, and then we'll have UT at Arkansas. Now, don't forget, if you're a Cleveland or Walker Valley fan, your tournament, remember, they've split the district this year for the first time ever. So Cleveland and Walker Valley will be playing at Ray County beginning tomorrow night with a girls' night at Ray County. So first time ever since the formation of Cleveland High that Bradley and Cleveland and now Walker Valley have not been in the same district. Now, when we get to the region next week, they'll all be at Bradley. So we'll look forward to that, but we'll keep you updated. That is the sports report. Let's get a final update. Bridget, Corinne, I want to bring both of you back in. We'll get another word from Claudia in a second. Scooter's Coffee has been our host on this Valentine's morning. I got to say, though, my buddy Scotty Gilbert, Commissioner Gilbert, we have been at Townhouse Bake Shop. I don't know, we don't keep up with much around here, but somewhere around 20 years on Valentine's morning. Scotty has a health issue. Gina and Scotty ask you to pray. He's getting better from what I understand, but that's why we're not at Townhouse this morning. So Claudia Parker graciously welcomed us here to Scooter's Coffee on Key Street in front of Leisure Time. They're the official coffee of Mixed Mornings. So what we did several months ago, Corinne and I got together and said, you know what, Corinne, we can't think of a better time to ask for people to donate to the Sack Pack program than on Valentine's Day.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, we're hearing from some people, aren't we?
We are. So Bridget has an ongoing list, and I'll share an update of our total. We are now over halfway of our goal. We're at $3,650
Whoa,
right now.
how about it?
Yeah.
That's a wonderful morning. Yes. So what was it one more time?
$3,650 has been raised this morning, and so we are almost 70% of our $5,000 goal right now.
We're going to beat that. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this all day today. So just because we go up the air this morning, and I know, look, Bridget comes on the air, you change the station. I know that. Listen, you still can give. She's doing the midday. Mike Lee this afternoon, Mix Afternoon Drive. I'm actually going to be there with Mike this afternoon, and Corinne and the Caring Place will join us on the Mix Afternoon Drive, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Where are you, Thomas Williams? Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Hey, where's Brad Emmendorfer? Taziki's. They're serve Mixed Mornings. Come on, guys. I need to hear from you. And for the Caring Place, a Sack Pack program. Bridget, let's thank some people.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much to the Barn at Hickory Hills. Todd and Joan Thurman, $100. Also, Darren Brantley, $50. Ron and Shelley Coleman, $200. Anthony and Samuel Coleman, I believe that is Matt and Sarah's two boys, $50 from them.
God bless them.
Debbie Bishop, $70. Jim and Jerry Veenstra, $100. David Sherlin, $35. He says he will purchase 5 of those sack packs there. And then also we have Keith and Sharon Shell, $252 from them. Thank you so much.
We have also, we had Lee McChesney come by. Did we get Lee?
Yeah. So
you've got some more over there, maybe?
Yeah. So Mylan Blake, one of our county commissioners, also called in for $100. We had a few folks stop by. Lee McChesney was one of those who donated $50. Susan Smith gave $25. Roger and Sarah Carson gave $100, and Sherry Kopic also stopped by for $15, and so she was so sweet. She said, I have 15 on me, but here's the thing, you just bought 2 sack packs for students in need in our community, and so we are so thankful for that. And then we also had one of our drivers from our Sether or QOT service. He stopped by and gave $20 as well, and his name was Jack, and so Jack stopped by to give that as
so that bought that $20, Jack,
yes,
bought about 3
that's right,
sack packs.
Yes.
3 children
students
are going to feel a lot better on a Friday. Bridget?
And then Keith and Sharon Shell's amount was $252. The reason for that, 9 months of school takes care of 1 child for the entire school year. So that's a great way to look at it.
Wow. Wow, that is a great way to look at that. And thank you, Sharon. I'm sure Sharon did the math there and not Keith, so that's good. And we had a $1,000 anonymous donation, and I thank you to that person. Who is listening and sent us that this morning. Thank you very much, and you know who you are. And that person helps out this community in so many ways, especially for children. So here's where we are. We're going to wrap this morning up, and here at Scooter's Coffee, Key Street, in front of Leisure Time Bowling. But I tell you, to know that $7 can make such a difference in a child's life right here in Cleveland and Bradley County through the Caring Place is such a great opportunity. Before we go, Corinne, give us an update on your new facility.
Yeah, so I enjoy talking about that, and so I'm definitely excited. So our new facility is going to be located at 2400 Bower Lane. We're going to be next door neighbors to Sheriff Steve Lawson and the Bradley County Judicial Complex there. And we have constructed with Tricon Construction was our general contractor, a 14,000, it's a little over 14,000 square foot facility that will house the services of the Caring Place. And we're going to be transitioning those services. Folks can check our Facebook page. Also in our lobby, we'll have the hours and the transition hours posted. We'll be moving services at the end of March and the 1st of April. So transitioning right now, getting things set up over there. But we're so excited because that new facility will offer a fully client choice food pantry. So folks who are in need of food can come and shop for what they want. And it's important for us that our neighbors feel empowered and they feel respected and loved. And there's, it's a lot more respectful to be able to choose what you want of those items. So we want to give that opportunity. And we're also being able to kind of expand our case management services. That's where we really try to help provide opportunities for folks to move out of poverty. And so those programs will expand with some more courses, more trainings that'll be offered, as well as some shower and laundry services, mail services, things like that for our folks who might be experiencing, who might be unsheltered. They might be experiencing homelessness, and we want to help them get the opportunities they need to move forward. We're such a giving community, and that's a beautiful thing. There is nothing to be ashamed of that, right? Like that is part of who makes us who we are, and we're so thankful for that. And we want to meet individuals so that they can kind of step outside of that trauma of homelessness and be able to find opportunities to get to the next step so that they can get to stability. So our new facility will have all of those services, and folks can mark your calendars now because on April the 4th at 4, that will be our ribbon cutting, and there'll be a housewarming that you can come in, look for opportunities to partner with us, and also see the facility.
Can't wait for that. We'll be there.
Yes.
All right, Corinne, God bless you and your team, and you'll be back with us, Mike Lee and myself, this afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I will.
Look forward to that. I want to bring our longtime friend Sharon Parker back in here, and Claudia Parker. I'm sorry, Sharon.
Stephanie, Sharon, Claudia.
Sharon Parker is her stylist. And by the way, she's lost her license 3 times, had to reapply. What name of God am I thinking of, Sharon? Well, anyway, I get near Bridget and I start drifting off. So, Claudia Parker, I think it's so appropriate. To talk serious for a second, I don't believe in coincidence. I really don't. And so to come here to Scooter's Coffee on this morning, where we determined 6 months ago we were going to raise money today. We thought it'd be Townhouse.
Right.
And we're praying for Scotty. But, you're a former educator.
Sure.
And so this. You handed these out firsthand.
I did. Every Friday, our guidance counselor at Mayfield Elementary School, Michelle LaFoy, would bring those sack packs in while my kids were off at gym or art or one of their specials classes, and I would stick those in their backpacks. And doing that, I knew that their little tummies would be, have something in them over the weekend. So it's a great program. We're very thankful for the program here in Cleveland. It really gives educators a peace of mind. I'm sure it gives parents a peace of mind, and those kiddos too.
Well, because my mother was an elementary teacher about 30 years, and so a lot of times they just do it out of their pocket. I mean, they just if they see a need, buddy, it ain't gonna happen. So I'm glad
for sure
to give this community the opportunity to give.
Just got another anonymous donation and $200. Thank you so much.
God bless you. Thank you very much. Very, very much. We had a $5,000 goal that Corinne and the Caring Place gave us, and we're approaching that as we. I want to let you announce that. Corinne, go ahead, and then we're going to get back to Claudia here.
Okay, sorry. So we are now with the donations that came through, so we're now at $4,102.
Whoa, we're moving.
That's awesome.
It's just so easy. It's, like I said, if you combine all of our platforms, and I know I'm as surprised as you are, but we've checked it out. It's true. We've got about 50,000 people a day who consume our content, radio, TV, social, all of it. And so you think about that. If all of you would just give $7, we could fold this program, honest to God. Claudia.
Yes.
So one last talk here. Scooter's Coffee. I will say, yeah, we can be bought, but but we take things like when we say the official coffee of Mixed Mornings very seriously. And to have Scooter's Coffee, we're honored to have Scooter's Coffee as our official coffee.
Well, we appreciate that.
And just tell us what's happening here before we go.
Well, for today through the 17th, we're doing our XOXO Scoot Energy Infusion. That is an energy infusion with pomegranate peach, which is really, really popular. That is topped with our desert pear cold foam. It even has little tiny heart sprinkles on it. So gets you nice in a fun, festive mood. That is served only as a large drink, so you get a lot of bang for your buck there. We're also promoting our raspberry mocha, and you can do a raspberry mocha hot iced or blended. You can also do a white chocolate raspberry mocha hot iced or blended, and those have been real popular. Our baristas are really sweet, and they're the greatest. And we have a little menu board by our menu board with what we kind of call our secret menu, and those are just some drinks. It's core products that we have, but our baristas kind of create those with the different holidays and different seasons as it comes. So if you want to try something new, just check out our little chalkboard beside the menu board, and those are some of our barista favorites.
I have to say, so I'm not being sponsored, so I can say this as like just a community. But I have been so impressed, actually. So as we have been out here, I have been able to be by the speaker, and I've heard the baristas, and they are so sweet and
They're
so
darling.
nice. They've made great suggestions for folks that weren't sure what to get. And this line was like that.
Yes.
So like if you're on your way to work, this is the great place to stop because you can get through, and I guess then you wouldn't have an excuse if you're late. But other than that, this would be the place to go. So to be able to have that.
Right now?
Times, I looked yesterday, are right under 3 minutes on an average for last week. The week before that, we were even faster. We're doing some training. But the week before that, it was like 2 minutes and 45 seconds or something, both here and in Sweetwater. So I always say, even if you just have like 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, just scoot on by, and we'll get you taken care of super fast.
Great point, Claudia and Danny. They have scooters in Sweetwater. And then coming soon to Dayton.
Dayton, yes. Actually, I was in Dayton yesterday, checked out that build. We are coming along extremely quickly on that. We hope to be open. Our opening date is kind of a moving target, but we're shooting for April 15th, if not before.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having us this morning. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
All right. Corinne, Bridget, is that an updated total? We got it? All right. So, Bridget, come back if you will. Don't say what you say off the air, but anyway. Hey, Corinne, as we leave the air here at 12 minutes after 9, so for the Sack Pack program, so this week is 700 children are getting a Sack Pack Where are we as we go off the air? What's our total?
So we are at 4,102. And did anything come in while we were on break? Did I say? Okay, so I'm making sure that. So yeah, so $4,102. I'm going to check because that actually doesn't include online donations, and so I didn't have the ability to check that remotely. So I'll give that. But we are getting so close to that $5,000 goal, and we would love if we surpass that because 700 children today. We saw Jim come by, and that's what's being delivered to our county school system for those students, so that they are going to be able to go home with food and not with worry. And that's what we want to do with the program.
All right, thank you so much. So here's what we're going to do. The phones are open all day today. This is the only day we're doing this. We are only doing this for Valentine's Day for these children. It's so easy. I wish you'd just flood the phones. I really do. You can call or text 423. Call the Volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line 423-614-6499. You can text that same number anytime today. And then Bridget, of course, midday. And then Bridget, this afternoon, Mike Lee, who had his first day filling in for Dwayne yesterday, he and I will come together this afternoon and with Corinne and our friends from the Caring Place. And I, she came in with a goal of 5,000. I'd love to double that by the end of the day. Wouldn't that be nice?
Absolutely, yeah. So that afternoon show starts at 3 o'clock right here on Mix 104.1.
Mix Afternoon Drive, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. On behalf of our friends Claudia and Danny Parker and Scooters Coffee, again, Keith Street, right here in front of Leisure Time Bowling. I'm Steve Hartline for Bridget, Corinne, for Austin and Caden and Madison and Gideon. Thank you, guys. Tremendous job on our television side of the broadcast. Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv. We'll see you back again this afternoon, live from our Kia of Cleveland studios. John Davis, now listen, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to give to a sackback program. I guarantee you that right now, buddy. All right. So here we go. One more number, 423-614-6499. Good day, everyone. So here we go. One more.